Today is August 18th, 2024, and this is our weekly update on the ongoing war between Israel and the terrorist organization of Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Shalom, my friends. This is Akiva Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. The main highlight of this past week was the threat from abroad. While Israel fights Hamas in the Gaza Strip, fights Hezbollah along the border with Lebanon, there were threats from both Hezbollah and Iran of major attack in retaliation for the assassination of the Hamas leader in Iran a few weeks ago. Israelis both braced themselves, prepared themselves in their security safe rooms, and also went on with their everyday lives. But definitely the idea, the thought was looming over their heads this past week, especially on the 9th of Av, which is a national religious day of mourning in the Jewish tradition over Jerusalem, which was destroyed in the temples that stood there thousands of years ago. There was a threat that the attack would happen on that day, adding to the list of calamities that took place in that day throughout Jewish history. But as we know, this threat was not materialized. There was no attack, and Iran has actually changed its tune. The messages that are coming out of Iran saying that maybe they're not going to attack the way they first threatened. The first threat was this immediate massive attack, and they said they'll wait, they'll decide when. And then they said maybe it will be smaller, it won't be civilian areas. This is most likely due to the military buildup of the United States in the region, bringing warships, submarines, aircraft carriers, really showing Iran that if they do dare to attack Israel, America will be there to defend Israel and will be part of the retaliation against Iran as well. Same thing with Hezbollah. Israel has made it very, very clear that if they do launch a massive attack against Israel, the response will be even greater. So for now, that threat, that retaliation has not yet materialized, and time will tell. We'll keep you posted and updated as to what is happening in terms of that. But in the meantime, fighting does continue in the Gaza Strip against the terror organization Hamas. Israel continues to fight terrorists throughout the Gaza Strip, recently moving different populations of Gazans into safe areas, into humanitarian areas, so that they can better and more directly fight the terrorists with a reduced risk to the civilian population. So that fighting does continue. This past week, there were a few rockets that were launched from the Gaza Strip, which prompted these new incursions into certain areas, necessitating the movement, the evacuation of civilians in the area. One of those rocket attacks actually was launched towards Tel Aviv. The rocket fell in the water, but still it showed that Hamas, though very much weakened, and the number of rockets shot out of the Gaza Strip very much decreased, they do still have some capability of launching rockets, which Israel continues to work towards diminishing to zero and completely dismantling Hamas's ability and their power structure. Of course, the hostages are still there, over 100 hostages, and Israelis are praying for them every single day. Right now, there is a major series of talks happening between Israel and other leaders without the presence of Hamas, but to possibly seal a deal which would start releasing more hostages. In the first round, the information that has been shared would be 33 hostages let go. Signs are showing that Hamas would once again decline the deal, but we'll know in coming days what will be with that. We'll update you on that and with that as well. And in the north, the fighting continues between Israel and the terrorist organization Hezbollah, which, again, important to remember, launched an attack against Israel on October 8th, 2023, the day after the horrible attack by Hamas terrorists on Israeli soil on October 7th. And Israel continues to operate deep in Lebanon, striking at Hezbollah operatives and high-ranking commanders as well. And as a result, many rockets are still falling on the north. Many communities evacuated, much damage, and just a sense that people are not living normal lives up there. And that's a situation that both the political and military leadership has working at for months to change and to restore normalcy and peace and security for those residents of the north. That is the update from Israel on this regarding this ongoing war. As always, we appreciate your support, your thoughts, and your prayers for the soldiers, for the hostages. We join you in those prayers and hoping for a resolution to this war that sees the dismantling completely of Hamas in the Gaza Strip and a restoration of peace and security and the return of Israelis to their homes quickly and safely. All the best and be well.